Guys, we are Tottenham TV here. Tottenham are beating Southampton 2-1. Here with Paul. That was a hard watch, wasn't it? It wasn't an easy game, but we got there in the end.
I put a Facebook post on as soon as I finished saying I need to do something less stressful on a Saturday afternoon.
Saturdays for hanging and chilling, aren't they?
Oh, I tell you, it was hard going. Hard going today, but you know what? In fairness, we did all right. Because I think we've had some situations, certainly I've seen over the last few weeks, where we've played really well and not got the result. Today I thought we didn't play so well, but we played a bit more intelligently after a couple of extraordinary lapses, like Lloris's, for example, but we got a result. So I was quite pleased with that today, in the all in all, you know.
What do you make of, obviously, the first half? We tried our best to kind of grenade ourselves in the foot more than shoot ourselves in the foot. Yeah. I think, Aurier obviously got a red card. But again, those same mistakes with him after a decent start to the season he had, some good performances. Are those mistakes, do you feel, ever going to go away with Aurier, or is that something you just have to accept with him?
I thought he was harsh done by today, you know. Yeah, I did. I was sat right in front of him, and I really thought he was harsh done by. To begin with, the first one, I may be wrong when we see it on the TV later on, but it looked like he took the ball. But the problem is he goes, the way he tackles, it always looks so reckless with him. And the second one, I don't know if you saw that, it looked like it was a handball from the Southampton boy that the referee ignored. And Aurier's gone after him, which was a bit, you know, where he loses his head, and he pulls him back. So you're going to go get a red card for that. But having said that, when I look at him, I think to myself, if I look at the line, I say, well, who do we have? We have Walker Peters, nice player but young. We've got the other boy that plays there, Foyth. For me, the best footballer of the lot is Aurier. But he's a bit like Lamela. He's another one where you go, he just comes in, he just does completely unpredictable stuff. But, you know, all in all, I think he's a decent player. He put us in a tricky position today. But to be fair, it wasn't him that caused the problem. It was the goalkeeper that caused the problem. Oh my word! What was that?
Yeah, Hugo Cruyff turning on his goal line. Considering the fact we were with 10 men and leading 1-0 just before half time, what do you make of his decision to do that?
I just don't understand. It reminded me of the World Cup final. He did something. Didn't he do something not dissimilar to the World Cup? And you went, "What are you doing? You don't do a Cruyff turn in your own." I thought it was a bit silly, but again, you know, then you say to yourself, at least he had the chance to atone for himself.
And do you think he made up for it, in your opinion?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I think he did. I mean, the second half, was it the Ward-Prowse free kick, that one that bent round, and there was another one straight after that. Yeah, I thought he did well, but it's just needless. You just don't need to make it that hard for yourself, do you?
I agree with you, yeah, but he's always been a world-class shot stopper. There's always those mistakes that always creep into his game, isn't it?
That's the problem, and that's why you look at the other boy, Gazzaniga, and you say to yourself, does Gazzaniga give you a little bit more comfort at the back, so you give him more solidity? I don't know, maybe.
But obviously there's a lot of question marks over the captaincy as well. Do you feel, obviously a lot of people calling for Harry Kane to be captain, and would what happened today shift your opinion on, or do you already believe Harry should be captain, or do you think Hugo should be captain, or is it not an issue for you?
Well, do you know, it's interesting. I think we as English supporters think more about captaincy than perhaps some of our continental managers do, and I'm not sure what Pochettino's view is on it. For me, I think that the goalkeeper's too far back down the pitch to be the captain. So I've never been thrilled about the idea of having a goalkeeper as captain, but I suppose he's our most senior and most capped player. He's got a World Cup winners medal, so what are you going to say about that? I'm not convinced that necessarily making Harry Kane such a great idea, and I don't say that because Harry Kane's not our best player. I say that because Harry Kane's our most talismanic player, and so in a way you either say, does he need the responsibility of that? I suppose he's England captain, he does a great job with it there. So I think if you were choosing a captain again, I think you probably would take Kane, but I wouldn't take Harry Kane just because he's Harry Kane, because I think, I don't know, he's got he earns his money all right every week after week as far as I'm concerned. But it's the obvious choice, I guess.
Do you think in the second half the squad or the team showed a bit of unity after all the talk? Absolutely. I think of this season with an unsettled squad, and some even say a fractured squad, a lot of split. Pochettino was saying players with different agendas. Pochettino said in a press conference before the game that the squad is united and the squad is together and we need to be pulling in the same direction. Do you think we showed that a bit today to dig deep to get those 3 points in the second half?
Yeah, I think that's a really good call. I think the thing that's still puzzling to me, and I mean obviously Pochettino's the manager, so he knows what he's doing, but every time they were going to make a substitution, everyone was sitting around me where I was going, it's got to be Eriksen coming off. And he didn't come off, and it was like, I don't understand, what is he doing?
You need that pace in on the counter when you have 10 men. It was an interesting choice to take Son off.
But I think it really goes to your point. I think you're right about the pace, but it goes to your point, which is about if the squad's together, the one that looks to me like he's out of sync with the squad looks like Eriksen. Everybody else, even some of the the ones that are in contract dispute, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, they look like they want to be there. Eriksen just looks like he's left the building to me. I don't know. I mean, he's not the player I've been watching for the last few seasons. So why not play Lamela? Why not play Lucas Moura? Why not play Dele Alli? I didn't get it really with Eriksen.
Yeah, do you still feel today Eriksen didn't convince you at all with this play today? Even though he got an assist, and I thought he did work hard for the team. But
Did you?
yeah, but I felt that. I felt that he was doing a lot of running around chasing defenders, even though it's not really his forte. But were you still not convinced by him?
It's really interesting you saying that, because maybe I'm a little bit biased now, because when someone says they want to leave Tottenham, they're like, you're kind of dead to me the moment you say that. but in a way, I just felt like we were playing with 9 men. He didn't look like he had the conviction. And the other thing I thought was interesting was I didn't think that Harry Kane looked particularly confident with him. There was an opportunity when we could have gone for 3. Which you go, why wouldn't you square it to Eriksen? That's the most obvious thing in the world to do. Even I can see that. But he didn't. And I know Harry's got an eye for goal, but I did wonder whether or not that was a kind of bit of a, I don't know. There was a couple of moments like that. But
I feel like we don't have options if there's something. Yeah, exactly. If Eriksen's not happy or he's clear he doesn't want to be there, and Pochettino can see that. We have Dele, we have Lamela, we have Lucas, we have loads of players. So I refuse to believe Pochettino would play a player who's not giving 100%.
I agree with that, and I think that's right, and you can see that. I mean, Eric Lamela got dropped today, and you go, what? so I think he's not beyond that, and he's been strong with Lucas Moura, for example. He's been strong with Son. So you must be right. So the conclusion I've got to come to is that there's something, and guess what? Probably about 4 million reasons a year why he's the manager and not me. But he obviously sees something I'm not seeing at the moment.
Man of the match today?
I thought Dembele was good. I thought he played well. I thought he was very good. I thought Danny Rose was Danny Rose. You know what you're going to get with Danny Rose. But I think the one that stood out for me was Dembele. Just looked like he had a little bit more than everybody else.
Cheers for coming on, Paul. Absolute pleasure. Thank you. Thanks a lot, man.